already looking like it was looking... Well, it looked like Koi were preying on this mid-pinch, but yeah, again, knife should be highly indicative of what's coming their way, so either it's a fast flank or you get towards short.
It's going to be a big fight.
Oh my god, they're about to come around the corner. Aldrone sees it, but who's getting to draw blood? It's going to be Shadow at least answering back to Yampi's first.
How many sheriffs did these guys get?
This is ridiculous. It's just a brawl, isn't it? Trying to get amongst them here, but Koi going to try and slip back towards site. They do at least get a couple of players ahead of this. This isn't terrible. What? Starkso? Come on, what is going on? What just happened? What just happened? Koi just brawled out the rest of them. Got clean fights across it. Well, at least at the end it was a clean fight. I want to watch a replay on that.
The roster that Liquid, or the composition that Liquid has, they're probably going to be put in a lot of uncomfortable situations. So being able to be aggressive like that and being able to stuff them at middle there and have this mid-round fight and just be so confident.
Yeah, I mean, Starkso just walked to smoke and found like 3 of them drifting to sight. Ah, brilliant.
That's also poor scaling as well, though.
Yeah.
Who's going to the door and closing it, huh?
Yeah. No, look, I'm on your side. All right, I'm on your side.
Thank you.
Camo gonna make light work of Mystic, and again, Spike's over here. This isn't a round that I'm expecting too much from. As it stands, I can see who's gonna build up towards that ult as well. Camo on one side, Kiko gonna claim it on the other. So obviously looking to build that up nice and early. Nats doing his opposite number, at least on the utility. Not, however, with weaponry, and he gets to keep his life. No harm, no foul. Team Liquid making no real impact here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they tried kind of walking out. It was a 4 versus 5. All you can really do there is group up and do something together. I mean, trying to like walk out 1 by 1 with classics, you're not going to get any real value. But one of the things I want to point out is this wall right now that they're doing on A is basically getting them a little bit of control over A main. It allows you to cross. So a lot of the time, we're going to see a one-way right up here on the wall from the defenders as they're cleaning up this round because, you know, against classics, what can you do? So it's going to deny that one-way smoke. It's going to allow you to cross.
A little bit of a, well, I mean, looking at the weaponry, just that Guardian on Enzo, the only real odd man out, but other than that, all good. And this mid presence from Kiko, I'm kind of curious how this one works.
Why have they smoked Cat and walled it?
I don't really know.
Sorry, that's rhetorical, obviously.
No, I don't. You know what, Josh? We'll have a chat with them afterwards.
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
pull them
we
aside.
can
Like,
ask,
guys, what's this about?
Yinsu, get on it.
There you go. Called into action. Hope you had nothing else planned, Yinsu. But a little bit of a look towards middle, right? A little bit of a test up there. You got a Kiko going to be trying. It took a little bit of the space and then backed from this. So I'm kind of curious what the end goal is now. They're not really drawn out a great deal of util. That gives away very little either. Looking like they're going to eventually... I mean, where are they pivoting to?
I think they're trying to rock the boat a little bit, so they're going to give a little bit of like pressure towards A, then a little bit of pressure towards B, then back to A, then back to B. It looks like they want to end A, otherwise we would have seen the Omen in B main. And the, but okay, I say that, but we saw this on split as well. The Viper's going to go back to B main, and then it's going to be a B split after they put all this pressure towards A. Yours going to TP back to his team, maybe, or he's just going to create a lot of pressure here with the flashes, and then the split's going to come through market. And it's just one player.
Oh, Rubino actually got caught through the wall there. Yeah, this is now an issue. Starkso is going to have to do wonders, but time, 14 seconds. Where are they off to? They're pivoting back towards A, 10 seconds. They got to move.
He's got to TP across.
Oh my god, what is going on? No, I can't be having rounds like this. It's not good for me. My mental health on the line, but Team Liquid looking fine with 5 alive. It's down to the 3 on the other side who've just been drawn across the map in the most curious of ways. Shados and Shadow probably baffled as to what just happened. I mean, if Liquid are doing these late round hits, fair enough, but that felt a little too close. A little too close. Yeah, don't get me wrong, yeah, Kiko cleared it, you know, to an extent. Felt comfortable enough to call them back over, but that was risky as hell. Shadow.
Last player standing.
An attempt was made. Not going to really find much value for it. Shadow's going to get out of there. Rifle in hand, but... Josh, how do you feel about that round?
Well, it seems to me that Liquid's like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Na'Vi won a major, and then they tried to load up a demo.
Sorry, there was a moment of doubt, but hey, it's the first round for Liquid. Koi probably frustrated with that. It felt like they did everything at least to the second, and then missed out on that A site, which they had stacked. Keep in mind, it was only Starkso on towards B. So, we go back in. And it does feel like I am casting Na'Vi, but potentially with someone like Edward on the roster, so
Yeah.
it's a bit of a throwback even for me. Big fan of that roster though. Good old times. As it stands.
Is he gonna clear wine with this?
I hope.
Nope.
Jesus. Again, this is so precarious. Starkso, he's stalled them out, but he's now gonna get pressured. Yampi just dives on him, but the trade's there. Mystic gonna keep things favorable. Wine didn't get cleared, but it gets cleared out by the weapon, leaving Camo irrelevant to the round. It's explosive from Liquid, but it is working.
Yeah, it's explosive at the right moments, and I have to point out that they've been really working on their coordination and losing that op here for throwing a nade like this. I could go in and try to like duel this guy, create a lot of pressure, as long as they're not on the site and my teammates can get to the site and plant the spike, that's all that I really need to do. So let me go and take this duel because it's 50-50, that's worth it.
Okay, this is now getting a little scarier for Koi. Starting to see that potential of Liquid coming through here, be it on a knife's edge or not. But again, this round isn't going to be fun for Koi unless they get a couple of nice connections here. Sheriffs are out. Mid is starting to be controlled here, but you can really see how close by Starkso's getting. Gonna have Shadow nearby too, potentially trying to play him into this, see what he can achieve. Gave it a glance. Doesn't fall for it. Already, Nats has slipped ahead of this. There's going to be Cabrino on the other side. Nice shot there towards Yampi. That's big. Individual moment there, going to cost them Yampi. No trade for Enzo.
This, and he gets his hat off.
Yeah.
Gets all the info. They can go wherever. They probably go A here because they're right behind.
You'd imagine, right? They've got such a nice pinch towards the site. They know both players are going to be tucked on the site itself. Maybe one hell, one heaven. Let's see what they can do. Can they clear it cleanly? Kiko already going to take a look and spots that no one is actively playing into this. Rubino, belting shot again. The boy is trying to put in some serious work. And Shados, the only one standing. Enzo down low.
Spike planted.
And a 1v3. I mean, he's not sitting perfectly himself, down to 56 HP. And already the drift back from Kiko's great. Gonna make this harder to clear. Shados, yeah, he's not getting any play on this one, trying to bait out, but they have a player towards heaven. No one's falling for it. Kiko with great work there, but again...
A lot of pressure here, and then they're probably gonna split the map by working through mid. Let's see if we can set the Sova up to get a really good beam line from it. And you can do it from different places. I love doing the, Let's forego the strat name, but getting into B main and doing it from behind, let's say that.
Josh?
Yes.
Josh, I know we're in Germany, we're in Berlin, but you need to relax. All right, relax.
Hey, I didn't make it up, okay?
Really?
I did not make it up.
Oh, who did?
What, the strat or...
The name of said strat.
Oh, no, I made the name of the set strat.
Right, so it is your fault. Brilliant,
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for that one. Okay.
But I didn't... Look, when it comes to the Germans and their...
Hold up,
Oh,
we'll come
wow.
back to that. What? In God's name is that from Nats? Camo has done it back to them though. What's just gone down? And you know the clip now includes you saying the Germans, so I hope you're happy about that one. Camo.
I was looking at this screen. I'm like, wait, what? It's live.
Yeah, unlucky. Mystic now, this is all topsy-turvy. Would he still expect Camo here? Oh, this is bizarre. Spike left on its own. Does it drift on back? Does he clear on through? He does. Mystic, heads up work there, clearing Camo. Noting that he didn't fall back his way. And now it's on Shados, 1v2. Oh man, this is tough. Enzo still with a lot of kit here too. Oh, just about caught him on the heels, but couldn't quite do the damage he wanted. But Shados unrelenting, right? He's gonna keep going forward here. The barrel spotted, but he didn't note it. Mystic does well, but what a... As said, beyond that, you're right, Shadow not being given that opportunity. The timing, exceptional. And Camo picking back up where he left off. 2 for himself this round. Is Natso still alive? And he's heating up here. Yampi as well. Are they going to get any more fair fights here? Camo doesn't want to give him a fair fight, but he's going to give him a little bit of a threatening posturing. What? Again? Taking these fights. Nats makes them favorable somehow, and Starkso position's going to be noted. What are you meant to do with this? Right side, but is it the right time? What can one man do? Yeah, absolutely. Pivot away. Yampi not taking any risks in this. Leaves Nats on guard duty. Gets basically the freest plant of his life.
It's interesting, though, that Team Liquid went through mid there. They saw the jet smoke on the dart. They knew the knives were popped. They still went into it. They lost 3, but Nats just bailing them out again.
And he keeps doing it. Nats feeling it out now.
Yeah, it's just the Euro going in, and the Sova's right there, and they're going to walk into the other side.
Yeah, this is
Finds
drawing
nobody, though.
all of it. No, not yet. And they actually won't, but site control gained.
What do you do with it, though?
Exactly. It's
They could have 4 people on B. They don't know.
and they're still gonna walk in on this. They're not stopping anytime soon. Nats. I mean, he's feeling out the game. He's walking in first. He is entry fragging here, basically. So, I mean, that's got to be gutting. But again, they still have Kiko over here. So is this going to be that like late double pump? Going to try and use the value of this positioning now? Shados clearly didn't see a jump up, clearly didn't see the player.
Yeah.
Now he is going to, but I mean, by now they've already lost the site itself.
Yeah, just being able to get into the site here and getting the spike planted in the 4-on-4 is going to be really good because Yumpy has his Viper ulti, so they're going to use that as the win condition. The Sova ulti from Shadow is online, though, and here it is.
That's huge.
The blast in the back. He only got damage. He did not get a kill with it, and they're not going to be able to use that on the retake now.
But the cross, the cross still isn't fully safe. Yes, they can smoke it off.
Yeah.
Can they do some serious damage on this one? Waiting for maybe that spike to go down. You can see the spam potential. Enzo, the timing on this one. Paranoia sent. Kiko still trying to keep him at bay. 15 seconds. The Paranoia posted. They can try and maybe hit that cross now. Good tag, no frag. 10 seconds. They're running low on time, using this basically to facilitate the cross. Kiko going to try and keep them safe for the plant. Mystic on the follow-up, and now Camo's gone down. It's just on Grabino. Again, knife.
Low on mana, they you know, that's when the dart comes behind. They get to get the free kills and the spams. Something went really wrong in that round for Koi.
Yeah, it feels like when you have to kind of watch back, like almost removed from it to see everything that happened. But at 2-6, the one thing that I'm noting is that Koi need to strike back and they need to start going soon. Not getting a grip on Liquid's approach here, particularly. In like some late clear towards middle, but not much value from this. And you can already see that re-clear, right? Koi looking to try maybe backfill the space a touch.
It'd be baller if Yumpy walks into A side and pops his ulti towards tree or something. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would be baller.
I mean, it's Yampy. It is Yampy. It is Yampy, and he's done something quite similar, but they've lost out in middle, right? So a little bit of an exchange of goods. So does give them some sort of passage towards the A side, but not particularly safe, right? Look how close Koi are to this. Surrounding this ult on so many fronts. Nice flash, Stoxo turns it, comes back out, can't do much more. Good trade for Camo and Shadow. Still keeping them in this. A Mystic not going to make it matter.
Obviously, you don't want to get like counter spammed or anything like that, but I feel like there's like a good way and a bad way to do it, and I feel like they could have been a little bit more efficient of how they scaled out of that ulti.
Yeah, Camo, again, potentially under pressure in middle. Doesn't get played in quite yet. I'm looking at the difference in Liquid here. Pace looks a little different. The timing towards taking on middle. Camo's got to be cautious. Doesn't get punished. You can see Nats considering closing in, but it's actually Stoxo to find Yampy. Over towards A, reads the timing well. Yampy not getting away with that individual lurk in. Red and booked. Rubino now fancies his chances at it, but his Nats on the punish. Can he get the trade? He can. Trade it back. Team Liquid going to keep themselves at least within touching distance in a 3-3. Camo still trying to find an access point to this round. Didn't find it in middle, looking to find it through short, and he gets overwhelmed. Now there's problems. Do they try and springboard from the back? They do, but it's going to be Mystic on the case and good damage towards Shados. Going to dip away, but by now they've got the spike down on the site.
It's going to be a tough retake.
Spike planted.
Near impossible, 11 HP for Shados, and he knows that Mystic was by tiles, so he could be top mid, he could be outside B, and we're going for the instant hunt right now too. Looks like Mystic's just going to miss him here on this timing. Shados might be able to escape with his gun.
Yeah, it'd be hard to close down on at this point. Wonder if they can close that gap, or if they do chase it that far. I mean, Mystic can. If he wants to.
Really weird though. Yumpy walks out A super early. He kind of like trolls that a little bit. Like, oh, hey, we're winning on attack of Ascent 6-3. His wall's up for mid so that they could do a lot of like rocking the boat and faking out the sites. He walks out A, instantly dies. Koi has a man advantage. Instantly, 3 of them try one by one running off Cat and taking fights. As
looking to toy with them in middle. And again, taking this mid control a little earlier in the round, give them so many more options.
And Cypher's not even putting his trips in middle because the shocks are coming out for it. So they've had to play into middle a lot. Here comes the Euro info. Here comes the Omen flash. But
Paranoia.
that's just to get a lot of pressure so that the mid walk can come.
Oh, but Camo, that timing was so good for him. Punishing Mystic on the back of that. Catching him as he sent out that Paranoia. But I guess they've been rewarded with the A site, but again, at a player disadvantage. And this situation was bizarre before. Remember that they went for that strange approach towards B, that very late pivot towards A to try and utilize the space that Kiko got. And now my kind of question marks are going to sit with Nats, because they're basically taking the site with 3, right? Rather than the 4 that they have, they're going to opting for just 3 of them to take this.
And they lost the Omen smoke, so they're scared to cross. They use the Viper Orb to get across the door here. They're not closing it yet, because I think they're creating space, an opportunity for Nats to be able to backstab through Garden. But now that Nats is dead, he's going to definitely... Wait, is this too early? Doesn't this take like 20 seconds or something?
I don't know. Forgive me for not watching Jonas's videos.
My bad.
Yeah, that's on me. Again, does seem a little preemptive, but...
Knowing that Nats just died at B from Sidewalk or B main or wherever that was, and that Nats saw them at spawn, I feel like they were so far away that he could have waited another 5-10 seconds before he did that, but maybe it's perfect timing. Here are the...
Oh my god, almost. Enzo making something of it. It's down to Yampy though in a 1v3. This is difficult. He's got the plant to play for. He spammed out. They're all too aware. Very well handled, and a couple of things going wrong there. You're not going to win.
Especially not without lineups.
No, I was kind of hoping to see something, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, we saw something.
We did. Was it good?
It wasn't good though, but it was something.
And it looks like a pace change, a gear shift from Liquid. They're actually committing far heavier towards taking this market control. Oh wow, Mystic with a belter. Camo's gone down. And Camo, oh my, what are these peaks from Liquid? Just shouldering so many of these angles and winning the fights. And now it's going to isolate the players. Shadow does get a little bit of a look in actually from CT. Surprised he got away with that. And now it maybe plays out Shadow slightly. Yes, it does. This is massive from him. Making something out of the round that looked somewhat lost. Shados.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to ask if they're going to save with the Sova ulti, but yikes. Oh no.
Nats chasing down where that was coming from, finding. And look at Starkso, 1 HP in a dream. Did I tell you about Starkso's 1 HP clutch? You heard that story?
You can tell me again.
Yeah. So basically, Enzo was on 52 HP. Yampy was sitting pretty, but the craziest thing happens. Wait. I want, you know, it was the flash that really set in motion, the knife, and I don't think it's this round. You know, maybe it was one of the others when he was on 1 HP.
Maybe it was from 2025 or something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, I got the years mixed up. It happens.
For shots, so we'll see.
Oh, Camo. Right off the rip, going to take all that space. Yampy did get noted, as you can note here on the screen, suppressed, so they've got to be aware he's around somewhere, but clearly had no idea he was this close, and Yampy gets away with day like robbery. Liquid tearing him apart, man. Grabino, you got to go way above expectation here, and there's a 3-man squad swinging you on Cat. I don't think you're going to get much more. Grabino. Anything to do here. Smoke there. Tries to swing it. Not gonna happen. Yampy. Panic, but joy.
But like, surprise at the same time.
Literally just like, oh my god, it's working.
Like, we can do this?
Guys, we can win. It's looking like the case. Mystic. Gonna be forced away. Gets to re-peek though. And actually gotta be cautious here. Yeah, forced off this one. Grabino already gonna find Yampy. It's Kiko to answer back. Oh, what a shot. Lovely. Oh, dearie me. It's just shooting fish in a barrel, isn't it? Clean enough. Liquid gonna be happy with that. 4 still.
They need to win it convincingly. Love the airy spam with a dart and probably the Yoru flash combo.
Yep.
Take flight.
Better with an Odin, but you know.
Hey, can't win them all, right? You can't.
Beggars cannot be choosers.
I believe that is the phrase.
Yes.
So a nice early attempt. Again, Liquid will have, you know, little pocket plays for ideas like this. And this is the round to bring it out in. You know, you're not going to be keeping these weapons much longer, right? It's a bonus for a reason to try and come up with something, a concept, up against the rifles. Already doing a good bit of chip damage towards Camo. So it looks like Koi going to be readdressing towards this A site.
Very familiar defense from Team Liquid that we saw on Split, where they know that they can't hold everything. So they're trying to hold B really strong, and they're trying to hold for the cat run-up. So if it's an A split, they just 2v whatever, however many people are coming up cat, 3 people usually. And if it's A site, they play off the trips. And they're just gonna have to play the full retake, but it doesn't matter. They did this on Split too.
Yeah.
It came down to 1 player alive for Koi, and then Team Liquid was able to run away with the half after that.
spam again, close, but not quite doing exactly. Shados called upon.
Player standing.
How much can one man do? Stunning from Shados.
Well, it came down to
Ooh, the read. Takes away Camo, removes the frontline man. The Paranoia going to come through. Does he get
drone.
seen by the Aldrone? I think he did. Underhand flash, but look at the bodies here. Yeah, absolutely spammed out, but it's Mystic again to make the most of it. Does so well. They just choke them out of this round. Shados can't do it again. Too many bodies in the way this time around, and Liquid.
I'm probably making them watch this and say, look at this. Now watch from kickoff.
Yeah.
And what do you see the difference is?
Yeah.
And just ingrain it. Like burn this into your mind. You close your eyes and you see this. You need to see what the difference is. You need to see how much better you guys play when you do it like this.
Yeah, again, examples of it now, but this is scary for Nats. Trying to get involved. Old teammate Shados finally puts him down and making them brawl their way out on this one. Again, at least the plant is going to be here, but you're going to see the ult coming in from Kiko. But again, they're confident, right? And that's the scariest form of Liquid. When they're feeling themselves, plenty of information now. What can Kiko do about this one? Trying to toy with him a little bit here. Shadow's going on to find Mystic, so maybe not going to find the impact he wants. Let's get himself out of here.
Bro?
What is he up to?
Little bro?
Last player
Nope.
standing.
Nope. I had high hopes for that, Josh. I had real high hopes, and they are in the ground.
That was that was very interesting. And you have rounds.
you do have 11.
And you were down a man.
Yeah,
like-
it's look, player mistakes can happen. All right, you know, you're not flawless. I'm gonna watch every body yours back. All right, I'm getting
I
clips.
never make mistakes.
Never.
Here.
No, it's always my teammates.
You've heard it here first. This round, though, more than anything, probably just a chat and a check-in. We've got classics, and that's about it, and a gamble stack. So don't be too worried about this one. For Koi, though, a great chance to hopefully get those ults coming up. You've got Grabino one away, not exactly a priority, but Shadow one off for his. Camo very close by. So a couple they can maybe start looking towards getting on. Beyond that, Koi needs to just keep this clean.
Caution
No
here.
mistakes here. Just keep this simple.
Deploying
Keep it
drone.
clean.
They're keeping it open-ended right now. They're going to see what they get. The smoke up on Garden. The drone through, sees nothing. They broke the camera at A main. Everything Team Liquid is expecting for an A hit.
Yeah, it's looking
But
like
Liquid, yeah.
they're parting this way. It should be fine.
Liquid's like, okay, no, there's no way. They broke the camera. They're doing all this pressure towards A. Like, they're gonna do this and they're gonna see that we know that they're going towards A side, so they're gonna come back to B. So let's hold this B stack.
I mean, they even popped the ult for this too.
You know, when you're down this many rounds, I think it's good. It's worth it. If you're gonna get this round 100%, go for it. Because
Okay.
if you don't use it, what are you gonna, like, you can't save things for the perfect opportunity. Like, the perfect opportunity might not ever come. What happens if it's like, okay, Koi walks into this round, it's 7-11,
I mean,
but then they use it at the wrong point.
It
and
may not
they,
be
or
perfect, but there's got to be a better opportunity than when you half cleared the site already, felt no pressure. I mean, obviously hindsight is 2020. You know, we get to see the full map, they don't. I'm just curious if maybe there could have been a slightly better time for it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see if that comes through, right? Like, as I said, yeah. At this point, should be a formality. We can just go down to the spike, really. See if they can take some, maybe a little bit of something away. Actually, that got a little more costly than expected. Shados goes down as well. I don't know what the finances are
you're
going to be
not a
like for
good shot
Koi.
today-
Should
as possible. So making sure that they have economy to win, like, you know, they can only lose 2 more rounds before the game's over. So realistically, they need to make sure that these rounds are super clean. And I think
Standing ahead.
that is why they went for the KO ulti, not necessarily get into the site, but just to keep their economy up. Make
Yeah.
sure that, like, that one ulti is worth 3+ guns.
and it did work out. Now, Kiko.
Whoa!
Did he get away? I think he might have done, because they're not particularly looking at him like he's there.
How much time's left on his...
Yeah, zero idea. Camo just drifting in, none the wiser to Kiko's position, just dipping through that wall at the perfect time to evade the Aldrone. And again, B doesn't look like it's particularly open here. You still have that Viper's Pit sitting in place. Kiko counts to 3 and pulls the trigger, doesn't find any reward for it, but it's a drift towards A, and there's still so many bodies here. Oh,
Amazing.
oh, it's unpleasant to witness. There's no finesse to it, but it works. Enzo gets to keep his life, keep them 2 players to the good, essentially.
30 seconds left.
And now they're starting to stall out a little bit here. They've got so much more to work through, and they haven't even really started to clear towards the sites. This is just for middle and cat, that's it.
If they They have to go for this, though. They have enough money to buy next. And if they save here, it just doesn't really make any sense because, oh, man. Because, like, you lose one more round and then the game's over anyways. Like, why not at least, like, try to go for it? Because you can still buy next.
Disagreeing. Just disagreeing on this one.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm, like, miscalculating the money, but, like...
I mean, you got, what, 5.3 on... Can't even win out, and now it's all... on taking it to 12. And already Mystic's got a whole lot of information pushing up all the way through A main. They've got a good read on this. Now, it could still be middle, it could still be cap, but they know that A main is not on the menu right now. So it keeps them firm in their belief here. Camo gonna get all red again. Camo's in a whole lot of danger, and Kiko actually gets caught. Drifting through on CT, Shadows watching. Camo gonna go down, Nazism dead to right. Can he get to dodge? Does he get to keep his life here? Shadow gonna post this. Doesn't. I mean, he tags Nats, but that's not it. And now Yampy on the punish. Yampy again on the follow-up. And it's just crystal clear. Koi capitulate in the final moments, and Liquid make it look easy in the end.